cat video out though and put that in there. Okay, so zooming in on that again. Here's the difference between today and yesterday. The change of vertex. So I had a couple things to say about this too. Also notice that x minus h squared, x minus h, and h is the x coordinate of the vertex. So you got to think opposite. Remember that? Remember that from a vertex form of a parabola? But then on the outside it was same. Well, this is a different format. Things are on different sides of the equation. Y minus k, k. So it's opposite in both cases. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you find h comma k for circles, ellipses, and hyperbolas, this is going to be an always. So after we get done with parabolas and we move on to circles, then we go on to ellipses. There's so many similarities to each one that everything should be pretty simple to figure out what's going on there. I really hope that's the case, and hopefully you take that to heart. That's why things build on each other. That's where I get my frustration. Some students, I teach one thing, then the next day everything I taught yesterday is gone, and we can't build on anything. And those are the ones that struggle, and that's why you got to do your homework daily. There is no, oh, I'll do my homework in a week. That's why these things are troublesome. Now, get ready to faint. I used to teach this where students, okay, memorize all this crap in the middle. Doesn't that look daunting and disgusting and very tough to memorize? Please say yes. Yes. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, I'm actually in the wrong thing. That's what happened. I accidentally went into this. Good. So here we go. Move into this. There we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to destroy it. Do not write a dang thing down here. And I used to teach this way, where they had to have this stuff memorized, and we're not going to do focal length. Axis is just axis of symmetry, and I don't ask that from you guys for right now. Serial, say it. Full table. We'll be able to find the focus, directrix, and focal width. Not really focal width. Focal width is just the number in front of the x or the y thing. So we are not going to memorize that crap. It's not crap, but it's like too much. There's too many letters going on, and it's really that robotic formulaic, how do I get the answer without really truly understanding the concept, which I'm trying to get you away from. It's really not the way to do things. Okay, so let's just get the ball rolling. And sorry for those that are on this tape. I taped a little bit later, but that's our differences, and notice it, and then hopefully from our examples you'll be fine. Ooh, and we are going to do one mathematical thing that's big today. It's called completing the square, which won't happen just yet. Okay, so let's look at this, and that's all you need to see. Find the vertex, focus, and directrix of each parabola. And I wanted to hide this. I wanted to hide the bottom part. As you are writing this question down, unless you're not, you want to fail because you don't take notes. Which way is this going? I want exact. Is it going up, down, right, or left? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Right. So now everyone should have said that. The reason is it's a y squared. And the other reason is 4 is what kind of number? 3, 2, 1, go. Positive. So this is going right. So I didn't want to reveal that because it narrowed it down to 2 possibilities, not all 4. So you got to get in your head that you know that this is a right-lefter, and it is right because this 4 is positive. It is right because it's y squared as well. So 2 possibilities there. And here's the next one. I went right to this. What is the vertex? Here is the first biggest mistake. 2, negative 3. Nope. What coordinate is this? What coordinate is 2? Which one is it? Y. So did you hear what I said too? That it is 2 for y and negative 3 for x. Opposite of what you see in the signs there. Okay, so make sure you get the vertex right. Otherwise, serial table will destroy everything. Everything will be wrong if you have the wrong vertex. So that's number 1. And that's the difference. Understand what you saw yesterday. What you saw yesterday was just this. You didn't have that, and you didn't have that. Y squared equals 4x. Vertex was at 0, 0. And then you found P, and then you did your moves here. So really try to simplify this, how this is just an extra stretch from yesterday's information. Okay? And then after that, it's easy. It really is. Hey, everybody, what's P? Not very well first hour when I asked this question. 3, 2, 1, go. One. More people. I think it was one person whispering because they were scared. 4P is still in that position. So 4P equals, come on, program, so annoying to work with, so non-user friendly. I know I complain about it all the time. I'm going to keep complaining about it. Well, my program from 2010 that I took notes with. All right, 4P equals 4, so you solve for P, and P equals 1. Now, I'm going to come out at you and yell at you again. Poor new girl who's a crazy guy. You are a silly, silly, silly fool if you don't graph this in order to find the rest of the information. Even though it doesn't say graph. I don't think it does. You're a fool. Because how can you play serial bowl table if you don't have a picture? All right? I have a hard time even trying to visualize things moving around and know what the coordinates are. So even though this doesn't say graph, you're going to graph it or you're going to fail. Negative 3 comma 2 is right here. So I have the vertex here so I can conceptualize that there's my vertex, and now I can know that it's right, so then I know what to do next. How far do I move? 1. Which way do I move for the focus? Right, left, up, or down? 3, 2, 1, go. Only a couple people? Babe Ruth, what's going on here? All right, I'm talking to my poster over here. Maybe it'll be Winston next. 1 to the right. Okay, everyone should have told me that, because what is the focus? The cereal, the bowl, or table? 3, 2, 1, go. Cereal, so it belongs in the bowl. If the bowl is going right, then therefore that should be over to the right. And then which way do I go for the Directrix? 3, 2, 1, go. And then what kind of line is this? Vertical or horizontal? And then I could ask Lexi Samuelis, my 6th grader, hey Lexi, just tell me what's this coordinate right here. That's how we simplify this. It's not a shot at you. It's a shot at if you don't graph this, you're causing your own problems. It's easy to find the focus now. I just have to look at a coordinate plane. 2 left, 2 up. Now, Lexi Samuelis doesn't know equations of lines yet. Fine. You better know that x equals is a vertical line. And then the focal width is just 4. If I were to ask you to complete this graph, it'd be this and this. Input, say it. Ooh, we got a new one today. I got another Samuelis that you got to copy here. And then I'm going to prove that this is actually true. It didn't say graph, but let's say that it did. Okay, now what? Listen. First of all, this is why the vertex is what it is. The vertex is negative 3 comma 2, and it is a solution. What's negative 3 plus 3, everybody? 3, 2, 1, go. 0. What's 0 times 4? What's 2 minus 2? Everyone, 3, 2, 1. 0 squared is what? 0 equals 0 is true. That's why it's a solution to this graph, and that's why it's a coordinate. Oh, let's do one of these. 2 negative, comma 4. Negative 2 for x. What's negative 2 plus 3? 3, 2, 1, go. 1 times 4 is what? 4. Hold that number. That was negative 2 for x, 4 for y. What's 4 minus 2, everybody? 2 squared is what, everyone? 4 equals 4. That's what graphing is. All year long, input, say it. Output. This is proof that I'm okay. This is proof that this graph coincides with the information that I found here. Ooh, I gotta breathe more. I might faint during the notes. Okay, here we go. Which way is this going, class? Right, left, up, or down? 3, 2, 1, go. Down. We got more people. You're beating first hour by far. It's an x squared and it's a negative. Sorry, first hour, it's just the truth. So this is going downward. I'll get the vertex. Remember, it's opposite. X goes with X, so that's the X coordinate. It's not 4, it's -4. I don't know what else I can tell you. It's not 1, it's -1. You know why? Input, say it. And I won't bore you. -4 plus 4 is 0, 0 squared, 0. -1 plus 1, 0, 0 times -12 is 0. 0 equals 0. That's why that's the vertex. Very simple concept. All right? By the way, everybody, what's P? 3, 2, 1, go. I would prefer -3. Or you could say 3, but it goes down. And how you get that is the 4P position equals -12. And now you're getting better at finding that. By the way, this is unique, this 4P thing to parabolas. You'll never see the 4P thing happening with all the other ones. So you gotta really get your files organized. You really gotta concentrate, do your homework every single day, and then hold that file as we move on to circles. Tomorrow we're gonna do circles, and then Friday we're gonna review both. So we are gonna toggle them all and try to get you to pull the right files when you do each set of questions. The only problem with the conic section thing, you do have a lot of things you have to organize thought wise. But I tell you this, the H comma K thing is common through all the way out, so that's going to be nice and simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, -1. So I draw this because you'd be a silly fool if you didn't. All right, and then if this is truly going down, which way should the focus go? Up, down, right, or left? 3, 2, 1, go. Down. And what do I go? I go down 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I go up 3. And now I have a horizontal line because of serial bowl table. So that has to hold true. And now I could bring Lexi Samulus, the 6th grader, in and say, hey, Lexi, just tell me what's that coordinate right there? And she can tell me. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make this as easy as possible so everyone can succeed. And then when we have a ceremony, we get more people grabbing stickers and maybe major awards. That'd be fun. I don't know why I just put that in there. I'm sorry. I put that in the wrong spot. Trying to do 2 things at once, talking about awards and doing math. All right, and then the directrix is a horizontal line. So that is y equals 2. All right, 2 up, y equals 2. You don't put y equals, you're gone. I'm just taking that full point off. That is the expectation. So I watched the Hubble telescope Monday. Watch that. It's 18 minutes. It's fascinating. Just the engineering and being very precise and precision. You're in honors. You need to be precise and have precision. By the way, the focal width, FW, or the length of the lattice rectum, which is a word that I don't know. I think that happens in all of these conic sections, is 12. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit off the scale there. And then I could prove it. I'll take that 1 point at the end there. We'll take this 2, comma -4. 2 for x. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 squared is 36. -4 for y. -4 plus 1 is -3. Nice. -3 times -12 is 36. Those that have the time will take that, check that to make sure they're going in the right direction. Got everything I need. Fumble. Gotta get going here. All right, now we got these silly little questions. You'd be a silly what? Fool if you didn't do a what? Graph. Silly fool. Even I have to. I've done this for years. I've actually taught conic sections since 1995. Oh, he's old. He's half dead. I prefer to say half alive. What? I don't know. All right, here we go. So we got this information here. And all we're doing is finding the equation. If I cut off the directions, just say find the equation of the parabola. Okay, silly fool if you don't do this. focus is -2, -4. And I like doing this. That tells me that's the focus. It's that thing that helps generate the parabola. So I'm just going to make it like an X marks the spot. And then -4, -4. Everyone in this room should be able to tell me which direction this goes right now. Which direction does this parabola go? 3, 2, 1, go. Right. That's the serial. And the vertex is over here, so it's got to go right. So instantaneously, this is what you snap out of your head. This is y minus k squared then. And then it's 4p x minus h. That's what it is. Instantaneously from just graphing that. Fine if you could visualize. I think I could visualize that and know that it goes right. But you're at the beginning stages, so draw it. You're not drawing anything else. You've got everything that you need. By the way, what is this number from here to here? How far is that distance? 3, 2, 1, go. 2. And what is that number? What does that represent for that little equation over there? 3, 2, 1, go. P. It's the whole reason. P is the key. Mr. High. Told you, my teacher from when I was a junior, we were doing this stuff. Oh, and then by the way, the vertex is -4, -4. So y minus -4, the y coordinate, squared equals 4 times 2, and it is positive, x minus the x coordinate, which is x minus -4. All right, and then that's the answer. That's all you need. P is the key. P is the distance. The focus is from the vertex. And also the distance the directrix is. But we don't have that information. We just have that. So just that little sketch, I got everything I need and I can move on. Everyone okay? Because we got something coming up here that we have to complete the square. And that's going to be a new concept, but it's not that bad. And I think we're right where we're at, but not yet. We got to make a drawing on this. I'll go real slow. Try to beat me here. Try to draw y equals 1. And again, you do your homework. You do these notes. I don't know how anyone after 2 days could not know that y equals 1 is a horizontal line after doing what we've been doing. I really have to call that into question. And what I'm lamenting about is I have this problem every year with CAT students. They cannot get down that y equals is a horizontal line. I can't help you. You only keep doing it over and over again until it's hammered into your brain. Y equals a constant is a horizontal, x equals a constant is a vertical. I'm the one that grades the papers, though, so I'm the one that goes through that frustration of students making the same mistakes all the time. See what I did there? I made it an X. We got a problem. I don't have the vertex, which I need that. By the way, before I continue, which way does this go? 3, 2, 1, go. Gotta go up. I mean, look at all the table and the post. So where does the vertex at? Where's the vertex at? What would be a nice little word to say? 3, 2, 1, go. In between. So the problem is this is a distance of 3. From here to here is a distance of 3. So how far should the vertex be from the focus? What number? 3, 2, 1, go. 1.5. And I don't know how else to do this. There is no magic formula. There's just knowledge. There's your brain thinking about this. So if I'm at 4 and I go down 1.5, I'm actually at 2.5 for the vertex. Wrong. It's 3, 2.5. 2.5 is the y value. Or if I'm at 1 for y and I go 1.5 up, I'm at 2.5 again for y. There is no magic formula for that. There's just knowledge. Oh, and by the way, what is p equal to, everybody? It's either 3 or 1.5. Which one is it? 3, 2, 1, go. 1.5. It's the distance the vertex is to the focus or the directrix. So we said it was an up-down, so it's an x. squared. And that equals 4 times 1.5 y minus. And then 4 times 1.5 actually isn't bad. That's 6. Ain't no thing, chicken wings. And now completing this square in the last 8 minutes, which actually watch how fast completing the square is. Everyone okay so far? All right. And then notice your homework if you get a look at it. First of all, I can't number. I actually pulled those from random worksheets. The numbers are all over the place. But how many questions do you actually have in your homework? Count them up. Somebody yell out the number. 6. It ain't nothing, man. You know how many note examples you get? 6. It's taking me a long time to explain it, but we only have a 39-minute class. I guarantee that homework takes half that. And it really should if there's understanding. Oh, we get another Samulus thing. Whatever I do to one side, say it. That's not me. You learned that from another teacher. I got another one. So here's what we need to understand. This is a big fat mess. What I need to do as you write this down, we need to put this in standard form. You know what standard form is? By the way, who's squared? 3, 2, 1, go. Y. I got to get this to look like this. I got to get it to look like y minus k squared equals 4p x minus h. You'll find when we go into our other conic sections, parabolas are very unique. They're the only one that has something on two sides, one variable on one side, one on the other. That's a file. You organize that, and then we go to circles. I'll show you something different. So here's the first thing you should figure out then. You know what I should do? I should get the y's on one side. Let's just get this organized. Hey, leave that space, by the way. I'll tell you why in a minute. And get your x's on the other side, and I can't help you if you can't take negative 6x, which is on the left, and add that to get it over here. And 13, subtract it. So when it comes over to the right side of the equation, it's 6x minus 13. These are the things that are going wrong for those that are getting C's, D's, and F's. Over and over and over again. It's like running into a wall and then, ow, that hurt. Hey, let me try that again. Oh, that hurt again. That's weird. All right, stop it. All right, whatever I do to one side, say it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to add a number. Whatever I do to one side, though, do it to the other. Now, here's what I say, you say. Here's our new thing. This is called completing the square, which I should have done when we were doing solving quadratics. I will give you this information. The quadratic formula comes from completing the square. It really does. That's how it became. And I'm not going to bore you with how that happens. Very simple. Let's all say this together. When I say completing the square, you say, I'll give you the thing first. Take half of the middle term. Say that. Then square it. Say that. By the way, what's 1 squared? And then put it in there and there. And guess what? Whatever you do to one side, say it. And you're fine. Now, I'll tell you why this actually works. Because you know what you got to do with this now is factor this. What multiplies to 1 and then those same two numbers add to be 2? What are those two numbers? 1 and 1. So guess what this side factors to become? Y plus 1 times y plus 1. And again, remember good FOILers? Hey, are you a good FOILer? You don't know what FOIL is? Are you a good FOILer? Then I guess she might be. Tell her, Sabina. Come on. A good factor. There you go. So we gotta catch her up on all my taglines here. Otherwise, she's gonna be way behind. All right, and then y plus 1 squared. Pull out that 6, and now you can see why this, in 2 simple steps, matches that standard form. Now, I don't have the time. I'm running out. We've already done a million of these, though. Not a million, a bunch. 2 comma negative 1 is the vertex. 4p equals 6, p equals 1.5, and then you can find the focus in Directrix and do all that. So I hope you can see the value of that. All right, get ready for what I say, you say. I don't know why I did another y squared. I think because they're different. You haven't seen y squareds till yesterday. The first time you saw a right-left parabola. So I did another y squared. So first step in our time that is waning. Keep the y's on this side since that's the squared. I know I'm going to have to fill in that blank. Everything that's not a y, throw it over to the other side by opposite operations. In this math honors class, I should not be able to have to show you that. You should know negative x on this side, positive x on the other. 1 here, negative 1 over there. There's another common error. And actually, I've set myself for another common error. Whatever I do to one side, say it. You got to put that other blank here. This is the biggest mistake people make. When I add a new number to an equation on one side, you better darn well add it to the other. Okay, when I say complete the square, you say take half the middle term. That was great, guys. And then what? Square it. Now look at this number. Look at that number before I square it. Okay, just stare at it for a second. All right, and what's 8 squared, everybody? And now I'm going to ask you the question. We're teaching, man. We're going to the bell. I only have a minute. So what multiplies to 64 and adds to 16? What are those two numbers, everybody? 8! It's right there. Do you see it? Because wait till this gets a little more complicated when we're completing the square. You non-factors, which means you're non-whats. You should say it. Foilers. All right? Oh, that's plus. All right, now that's a little harder to figure out what the stuff is, but not the vertex. The vertex is negative 63, comma, negative 8. P is actually, what would P be if we have a 1 there? It's a fraction. Come on, somebody say it. 1/4. And then you'd have to go 1/4 up, I'm sorry, right and left, because this is a right-lefter. All right, so beginning stages of completing a square, and then we're going to ratchet it up. Actually, completing the square for a circle is not too bad. Then when we get to ellipses and hyperbolas, it gets a little bit more complicated. So we're going to keep it simple to start off. All right, and hopefully that is understandable. Your homework should take like 15 minutes.